Hey everyone, it's Matthew Kent, and just thought I'd record a quick video, let everybody know what's been happening the last few days. So I haven't really released any videos in about a week or so. The unfortunate thing is we had a death in the family. So my beautiful wife Sarah had her grandfather pass away, Charles. I never called him Charles, we always called him Grumpa, not Grandpa. He always insisted on Grumpa. Um, she was very close to him. It was very, I know, hard on her family, on me as well. I took a couple days off of work, went down to Palm Harbor, Florida, which is where he lived, with Sarah. We were there for, I think, a total of 5 days. We got back yesterday, although it's been tough getting back in the swing of things. Um, and so, if you're wondering why haven't I posted any videos or anything like that, and I don't think there's that many people that would wonder that, but I do thank you to those of you who have watched all of my videos. It's kind of crazy that anybody would do that. I'm still very humbled by that whole thing, but that's where I've been. And death is always tough. There's always a certain sting to death. In this case, I think it was a little bit easier. I've seen death in some other forms, and in this case it was a little bit easier just because he was in his mid 80s. He lived a full life. He got to see 5 of his great grandchildren be born, and he was married to his wife for 67 years, who his wife who he left as a widow. um, so it's when somebody lives a good full life, there's a certain sense of peace about their passing, that this is it's not like he got robbed from us in his prime. He was ready to die, if there is such a thing. There's always something that just feels so unnatural and so final about death. um, but to a large extent, I think a lot of people are able to make their peace about it. And just one of the reasons being that he left a good legacy, a good family. And what I've always been impressed about when I married into this family is they're very close. They love each other very, very much. Um, by no means am I painting them all as perfect people. I love them very much. I think they're very good people. Of course, nobody's perfect. They're not a perfect family, but they're a good family and a loving family. And you've got to give a lot of that credit, to the people at the top, that oldest generation that was still alive, meaning Grandma and Grumpa. And Grumpa really fostered that spirit of love. He cared for his kids very well. He cared for his grandkids very well, and he had a twinkle in his eye every time that he interacted with his great grandkids. And so I'm always going to remember Grandpa. I've only known him actually for 6 years now, or somewhere close to that. Um, but definitely, I loved him. I love him. I'll miss him, and I'm very grateful for the work that he put in before I even knew him, uh, to make his family such a loving, wonderful place. And yeah, I just challenge anybody watching this video. And it's one of these things that it's sort of cliched when we talk about death. And hey, buddy, you want to say hi to the camera?
I have my friend name. So I can find a note.
Okay. Thanks for talking, buddy. As my son. Um, One of those things that I think is cliched when we talk about death, um, but just talking about leaving a good legacy and thinking about what it's going to be like when you do finally pass, because unfortunately you are going to expire. And what are you going to leave behind? Are you going to leave a good legacy filled with a loving family, who love each other, are grateful for you and what you've done? Um, or are you going to leave really not much behind? I think in that light, everything sort of you gain some perspective as to what really matters, and how you're allocating your time, what you're prioritizing, who you're prioritizing, and it definitely makes me um, all the more wanting to spend time with my children, to spend time with my wife, to spend real quality time, to really look them in the eye, to really be there for them, make an effort to connect with them every day, um, in more than just a superficial way, but to take that time to cherish it, to go deeper, and to sort of push past. And I know my son right now is in this phase where we're trying to get him to talk about his day and stuff like that, and it's tough going. So it's kind of easy to just ask him a few questions and then stop. But it's really making me think to take some time to really dig in, to keep going after him, to keep trying to get him to open up, and yeah, hopefully for all of you, you can just think about that. How are you doing with leaving a good legacy? What relationships do you need to build into more? Do you need to devote more effort and energy into making sure that they go deeper and don't stay at this surface, superficial level? And just ask yourself, are you going to be leaving a good legacy behind when you die? So those are my thoughts. Hopefully I'll get back to doing some videos soon. I've got this video I've been meaning to do for a long time about the importance of the bullet journal daily log, and how to use that well and to the fullest. And I think it's got some good ideas that can help some people, but hopefully sometime here in the next few days I can get on that as I try to get back into a normal schedule here. And if you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. It's unbelievable to me that somebody would actually just watch me sit here on my couch and share my thoughts. And you mean so much to me. I really mean that. Have a great day.